Quarterback Matt Ryan has always been proud of the fact that he's a jerk to his teammates because he keeps them on their toes and he's very passionate about the game of football. But now Matt Ryan is totally collapsing in his career. He has had a horrible year so far with the Indianapolis Colts, who thought Matt Ryan could lead them to the promised land after almost making the playoffs with Carson Wentz last year, running primarily behind Jonathan Taylor. They thought Matt Ryan, with all of his veteran experience, could help the Colts finally succeed. But maybe the Falcons moved on from Matt Ryan for a reason. After signing a $150 million contract in 2018 with the Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan has been kind of embarrassing, whether he's falling on the ground, on the football field, throwing interception after interception, or just having a complete tantrum and screaming at his teammates. All in all, it leads to one thing, which are losses. That is what Matt Ryan has done over the past few years, is just lose. And that's the thing. It's totally normal to yell at your teammates. It's totally normal to try to have that leadership role and criticize other players and tell them that they need to step up. But you can only do this type of thing when you're winning football games. Tom Brady always throws tantrums on the sideline, always slams iPads on the ground. But the one thing that Tom Brady has is Super Bowl rings, and that's something that Matt Ryan does not have. And so when you're yelling at your teammates like that, it's going to make them think, hey, buddy, why don't you step up your game yourself?
Could potentially call a jerk.
Whoa, wow.
It has been reported now that, Matt Ryan, when asked about some people thinking he's a jerk, he said, some guys will tell you that I am. I'm okay with that.
And you have heard some Falcons coaches imply that Falcons locker room kind of likes the Marcus Mariota cool demeanor compared to the Matt Ryan outrage. It's even more cringe trying to watch Matt Ryan give a passionate speech in the locker room, even though his side of the ball performs terribly.
Offense, way to grind it out. We knew it was going to be tough. They've got an excellent front. Grind it out. We need improvement, though. If we're going to go where we want to go, we need improvement.
Matt Ryan and the Colts' win over the Denver Broncos on Thursday Night Football was quite possibly one of the most embarrassing moments for the Indianapolis Colts in recent time. The score was 12-9, the game went to overtime, and the only thing people could talk about is how boring and uneventful the game was altogether. Matt Ryan has the nerve to say the offense made some plays when it counts, when really the offense made no plays at all and got completely lucky that Russell Wilson found a way to shit the bed, even worse than Matt Ryan. But it looks like Matt Ryan has thrown his last tantrum in the NFL as the Colts have decided to bench him indefinitely for Sam Ehlinger. And Sam Ehlinger is only a 6th-round pick drafted in 2021, so the Colts really aren't looking to compete for the rest of the season by benching Matt Ryan indefinitely. He just looked that bad where they figured they might as well tank, because the Colts sit with the record at 3-3-1. Yes, they were swept by the Titans, and it felt like this Titans game was the last straw for Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan looked uncomfortable and stiff as always in the pocket and made some boneheaded decisions, a couple of interceptions that left fans scratching their heads saying, why did you throw it there? Double coverage, are you just trying to lose? This past game against the Titans really pushes back against the narrative that Matt Ryan is declining because of his lack of arm strength and lack of athletic ability, when it really comes down to decision making and the fact that he seems psyched out mentally. And it really sucks for this Indianapolis Colts team. They have a young team, a great defense, and obviously a great running game behind Jonathan Taylor, and you also have receivers like Michael Pittman who are trying to get it going and have flashed at times, but they've just been held back by a quarterback. And it feels like the Colts need to finally make a decision and go all out for a quarterback that they really want, which they have not done. Carson Wentz felt like a leftover 1-year deal. Same thing with Matt Ryan. They keep doing this whole 1-year deal thing for different quarterbacks, and really, you need to find some way to get your franchise guy. But you also don't want to be like the Denver Broncos and go too far to get your franchise guy and it ultimately not work out, and then you also have no draft assets. And this just shows how the NFL is a tough league. Even if you've been to the Super Bowl before, even if you've reached multiple Pro Bowls with the Falcons like Matt Ryan has, you can still decline and you are only as good as your last season. And clearly, the locker room is behind head coach Frank Reich's decision. If the locker room of the Colts was truly behind Matt Ryan, they would be upset that they're benching Matt Ryan indefinitely for a young QB who's obviously not going to get it done. won, and they would say, hey, even though Matt Ryan's had some rough games, let's stick it out with him because he's our best chance to make the playoffs. Clearly, the rest of the locker room does not feel that way, since Frank Reich seems to be content and okay with making this drastic decision. So this also shows that you can't be an asshole on the sideline and the locker room like Matt Ryan has been throughout his career, or else you might be heading into week 8 in the season not suiting up to play, but suiting up just to hold a clipboard on the sideline for the rest of the year. Let me know how you think the Colts are going to do without Matt Ryan this year. The vast majority of my viewers are not subscribed. Subscribe to this channel for more NFL content. My name is Wi-Fi Willie. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.